I want to share a story with you about one of the most vulnerable times in my life. I was sitting in my bedroom with tears streaming down my face, and there was just chaos on the other side of the door. Now, this was really difficult for me because I've been a mindset coach for years. I have high performing, very powerful clients that deserve and require my full attention. And yet I'm distracted by what's going on just on the other side of the door. Because for many years, I have been making decisions based on what I thought was the right thing to do, right? It's the right thing to do to take care of other people. And I had been doing that for many years. I was a single mom of 4 daughters, and my dad got sick several years ago. And I believed that the best thing that I could do at that time was to move in with and help my dad. So I did that, and then he ended up passing away. And then I stayed and I helped my mom. And, I thought that was the right thing to do, is to help my mom. And then my youngest daughter got pregnant, and I thought the right thing to do was to help her with this baby. So helping my mom and helping my daughter with the baby, and working full time, having a business, having a life. And then my daughter has another baby, and I'm helping with that baby and the nuances between her being a young parent and having some children and taking care of my mom and taking care of other people and going and working full time. And I took myself totally off the list. I had placed myself on the way back burner, and I wasn't getting my needs met at all. In fact, I didn't even think that I had any. I thought that my role in this life was to be a caretaker. And somehow the dissatisfaction of feeling that way started to grow, and it started to manifest itself. And I found myself not wanting to spend time with loved ones. I started making different decisions and started making changes. I ended up being an empty nester and living alone. And still there was these mounting responsibilities on the outside. And I started getting up later. And then I started to go to bed earlier. And then I stopped answering phone calls. And then I stopped replying to text messages. And I found myself in a place that was looking kind of bleak. In fact, even going to work, I've been working in the helping field for 13 years. And I found myself walking to work with dread on, like, is this all there is to life? And I had forgotten about myself and my needs because I had gotten so wrapped up into taking care of other people. And I have some amazing friends, and was actually kind of honest with a few because, it feels shameful. I feel guilty saying, I don't want to be a caretaker. I want to focus on me. That felt like a weird thing to do, but honestly, it's like the best thing that you can do is to take care of yourself. So I had an honest conversation with a dear friend, with a couple of dear friends, and we came up with a strategy that I could get out of that life where I was constantly taking care of other people. Look, I'm 51. Next month I'll be, not next month, but in April I'll be 52. And I just began looking around at life going, what is the point of all of this? Like, seriously, what's the point? And had an honest conversation with some friends and made the big decision to relocate from California to Florida and to put myself in the front of the line of who needs to be taken care of. My nervous system was shot from doing all of the things. And in fact, I was making some decisions and choices that I'm not really too proud of because I was so overwhelmed with life that I just felt like I was just getting through the motions. And now I'm able to slow down, rest, reset, recharge, get grounded, Look at, what do I really want? What do I want to build in this life, and what do I want to be known for? And no, it isn't being a caretaker. I want to create something amazing with my business partner. We have a business together called Roar, and we're Mind Body Institute, where we help people break free from the chains of addiction, baggage, trauma, drama, family relationships. And guess why we're able to do that? Because we've done the work and we're continuing to do the work. So that's why I want to share this with you. I just want to be transparent that if you're feeling overwhelmed and wondering what is the point of it all, you're not alone, and we can help you.